Hi friends, I'm JB, and this is the 14-day Wisdom Challenge show. And we're kicking it off today. We began the show, in fact, we started a couple days ago thinking that what we could do is take what we had, where we had JB Presents Wisdom. We were presenting wisdom for 45, 46 days. I don't remember exactly how long it is. Now realizing that phase has moved to the past. The Lord has brought me forward to present to you the 14-day Wisdom Challenge. Now, right now you're asking, what the heck is the 14-day Wisdom Challenge? Well, the 14-day Wisdom Challenge is where you pour into wisdom for 14 days straight, okay? You pour into wisdom for 14 days straight, not missing one day. And you do it morning, noon, midday, and in the evening, okay? You take and listen to this beginning program early morning. Now, if you're a person who wakes up in the midday, then, your morning's midday, etc., right? So you just shift that a little bit like how you normally do because you may be on a different schedule. But you step to the following thing. You go step one, watch JB Presents Wisdom each day for 14 days straight. And this is the 14-day Wisdom Challenge show. So you watch JB Presents the 14-day Wisdom Challenge show for 14 days straight. Step two, each day, read the wisdom passage for today. Whatever the passages we're going over. Today, we're in Ecclesiastes. Those who fear God will do well. Okay, that's the one we're going over. So you want to read that today, this morning, after we're done, or while we're going over it together. Read it a second time, midday, and then read it a third time in the evening. Okay, that's step two. Real easy steps. Okay, now step three is share the passage with one other person. Share the passage with one other person. Now that can be, you can share that with your children. You can text someone, okay? You can text someone. You want to text someone or other social media. Call your friend or family on the phone and just share with them what the essence is. What is the essence that you're getting out of it, okay? What does it mean, okay? And what are you getting out of it, okay? And then basically you want to, maybe you can read it to them if it's over the phone. Highly encourage you to post on my channel what your thoughts are. And we're looking for the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. Okay, what is happening with you? What are your thoughts? Are you thinking, hey, look, this bit of wisdom that we're going over didn't really speak to you? Or, you're just having challenges with the commitment? Hey, it's 14 days. The challenge is 14 days. Now, here's the catch. There's always a catch. If you miss one day, if you miss any of those steps in one day, you've got to start from scratch. Start all over. Okay, you just continue with the new day. I'm going to do these as long as I can. I'm going to do the 14-day Wisdom Challenge show for more than 14 days. So you can pick back up on any day and keep moving forward. March forward for 14 days again. Now, if you so happen to get to the very last day of this program, and that might be a month from now, that might be 2 months from now, maybe it'll be 2 years from now, it'll at least be 14 days from now. But the point is that if you get to the very last episode, what you can do is you can start at episode 1 today, or you can start at episode 2 and go for 14 days straight, okay? This is going to be out there for you, for your edification. And the challenge is for you to stand tall and stand with a commitment, pouring into wisdom. And you know what? When you get wisdom and understanding, the Lord comes and blesses you in so many ways. And that is what we're looking to see and hear from you. What did the Lord do for you after 14 days of you committing to this challenge? You pour into it for 14 days. What's going on day 15? How has it changed? I want you to take a look at day 1. Then you look at day 15 on the 15th day. And you keep going if you want. But on the 15th day, what has the Lord done for you? How are you looking at the world differently? Okay, what blessings have come to you? What new insight? What new things have come to you? Are you dealing with people differently? Are you talking with them differently? Okay, that is the purpose and the point. We want to get to new levels. Okay, we want to get to new levels in our life. And I tell you what, if you keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results, you're not going to get anything new and different. You've got to do something different. I would encourage you, you could start with this 14-day challenge. Hey, look, it's only 2 weeks. It's only getting up in the morning, looking at what this particular episode brings us. Probably won't be longer than 10 minutes, I don't think. We're going to try to keep it brief. We're not going to try. This one might be a little bit longer because I'm getting into some explanations. Each day, though, we're going to just basically go over what these are. 14-day wisdom challenge, step 1. Watch JB presents the 14-day wisdom challenge each day for 14 days. Step 2, read the wisdom passage for today. And then second time midday and third time at the end of the day. Your schedule shifts, you shift this around. Let's do this. And step 3, share the passage with one other person. Now those are the nuts we're going to go over each morning. Boom. And then from now on, we're going to kind of keep on rolling with the script, rolling with the wisdom that God gives us. We're in the what's called the wisdom literature. Did you know that wisdom comes from God? One of my friends out there was telling me human wisdom is great if it is felt through the Holy Spirit or something like this. And I said, hey, look, I don't know if there's a such thing as human wisdom, but I do know what wisdom is. It comes from God directly, and there is God wisdom. It was from the foundations of the earth. If there was a fourth person in the Trinity, which wouldn't be a Trinity, it would be wisdom, because that is essentially kind of what it is. So while that, I'm not going to want to get into doctrine and kind of start split hairs when it comes to that, but wisdom has been known to be there since before all creation. Okay, now what else do we have here? You can start on any number. If you need to restart because you missed, start on the very next numbered episode and continue for 14 days. So look, if you go 1, 2, 3 and you miss number 4, okay, or you get to 4 and then you're kind of like, oh man, I just forgot to do the 3 steps. Well, if you don't do the 3 steps in the day, then you got to start over. So you might start on day 5, but you know, that's the first day for you, okay? It may be day 5 in our sequence, in our numbering order, but it's your first day. So you're going to go for 14 days. Okay, so 5 plus 14 is 19 would be the end of your day. Okay, so you get where I'm going with this. If we're live and if we're keeping on pushing this out every day, try to stay with that day because there's more relevant information. However, if we get to the end of this sequence or this series, okay, and I'm on, let's say I finally finish this off. Let's say it's day 100. And day 100, the Lord just puts it on my heart. And hey, JB, now you got something else I got you doing. I'm like, absolutely, Lord. What shall I do? Then I stop this. Well, you can go back to day 1, day 2, whatever the day is. Okay. So let's not beat that one to death. Just a little quick, brief explanation. And hopefully everything's coming in loud and proud, because we are kicking off, and we are ending the JB Presents Wisdom and now moving into the JB Presents the 14-Day Wisdom Challenge, day 1. And day 1, some of you are like, man, I didn't jump on day 1. You just jumped on day 2 then. Okay, start for day 2 for 14 days. You'll end on day 15, the episode 15. Here we go, though. Those who fear God will do well. Now, wow. Who fear God will do well. So that's just a declaration. Now, this is a title. For those of you who are just jumping aboard, we're in the English Standard Version. Use any version that's good for you. But the ESV has certain little titled areas, okay? I don't think it's in the real or the King James or the original translation. But we're going to work just one of those little areas. We're going to take bites. We're going to expand and expound upon these as we can, but we're just going to take bites and then we're going to keep on marching forward. So this is the title of this area. Then I saw the wicked buried. Okay, this is Ecclesiastes. It means the congregation. The preacher is Solomon, for those of you just joining on. Okay, then I saw the wicked buried. They used to go in and out of the holy place and were praised in the city where they had done such things. They used to go in and out of the holy place and were praised in the city where they had done such things. What things are we talking about? The wicked. Then I saw the wicked buried. Okay? So these wicked people used to go in and out of the holy place. Where is the holy place? Well, in Jerusalem, that would have been maybe the temples, okay? The synagogues. It could have been the Holy of Holies. That this day, it would be probably your church. Some people think like the courtrooms are a holy place, and there's some argument there that God puts that authority there, and it's definitely a place of honor. I wouldn't call it a holy place, but the churches really are the holy place of today, and were praised in the city where they had done such things. So these guys were the cream of the crop, the movers and the shakers, who were the wicked, though. This is also vanity. Now, vanity. We're not going to do a whole lot of backtracking. You can go back to some of my other episodes in this, on this very channel, JB Make It Happen. Go back in a couple episodes, let's see, 41, 42, 43, and it'll talk a little bit about vanity. But vanity is it's the folly, it's the wastefulness, sort of. Because the sentence against an evil deed is not exceeded speedily. Because the sentence against an evil deed is not executed speedily. Wow. So that means that evil deeds, there's a sentence, but it doesn't really always come just like that. Okay? We who are trying to live righteously through Christ, we sometimes see these wicked who are being praised in holy places and in the city, and we kind of, sometimes it's hard to bear that because we're worshiping the Lord, and it takes a little bit longer for theirs to come. It seems like, while the persecution can come immediately. You got that? We had a little message from one of our pastors, and great message. It talks about, hey, look, if you're a Christian, be prepared to be persecuted. I'm prepared. I've been trained. Okay, the Lord has trained me to be persecuted, and it comes quickly. But the evil, it's not speedily. The heart of the children of man is fully set to do evil. The heart of the children of man is fully set to do evil. Tell you what, in your heart, evil without Christ. You really can't get the evil out of you until you're fully sanctified and justified. And there's question. You're going to find yourself struggling. There's challenges in your life. I was dealing with some this morning, and the devil will come to try to work your nerves, will try to beat you up, will try to attack you wherever you feel vulnerable. That is, you've got to get God in your heart in order to really be with God, and to really accept that forgiveness, and to abide with the repentance. The heart of children of man is fully set to do evil. Oh, isn't that sad? Because we're kind of in that. Though a sinner does evil 100 times and prolongs his life, yet I know that it will be well with those who fear God. So regardless, we see these people with long duration who are sinful, have fallen away from God, or not even come to God in the first place, seemingly perpetuating and moving on in life. And what we have to worry about is ourselves. We may fall tomorrow, and it's well whether we fall tomorrow or fall 100 years from now. Yet I know that it will be well with those who fear God. And that's the title. That's where we get that from. Because they fear before him. Okay? They fear before him. The fear of the Lord is the the acknowledgement of his supernatural, awesome, magnified nature in ours, which is dwarfed in comparison. It's minuscule. All right, and we should fear him. But it will not be well with the wicked, neither will he prolong his days like a shadow, because he does not fear before God. But it will not be well with the wicked, neither will he prolong his days like a shadow, because he does not fear before God. He does not fear before God. The end will come, and it's vanity for those. They may try to prolong things, may do it, but you know what? There's really, it's a breath that we live here on earth. They're prolonging anything is prolonging just a breath, if that. And in comparison with eternity, they have not prolonged anything. And so they will not really truly prolong days. Okay, it's interesting, like a shadow. Sometimes we break into some of the study material. That's kind of an interesting one. Ecclesiastes is number 8, chapter 8, and we are in 8:13. And it says here, shadows appear much larger than the person casting them, yet shadows vanish at sunset. Ooh, I'm glad I opened that up. I don't do it for everyone, but shadows do. They appear larger. What does it say? But it will not be well with the wicked, neither will he prolong his days like a shadow. Like a shadow, huh? What else? Did I miss anything else in there? Yet shadows vanish at sunset. The long life of the wicked is an illusion that disappears in the light of God's judgment. Doesn't it though? It does. And so we shouldn't rejoice in that necessarily, but rejoice in God's love and pray for those people, okay? My friends, this is the 14-day Wisdom Challenge, episode number 1. I would encourage you to jump on this train because we've got something for you, and probably there's something missing in your life. I don't hear about wisdom anymore. People just talk, run their mouth. They rarely get in the Bible and rarely get wisdom. Rarely. Wisdom comes from God. Why not, rather than try to get the 21 laws of confusion, to use the Bible's wisdom? You jump on this train with us. We're going to guide you. We're going to bring you in for landing in 14 days if you can commit. Step 1, step 2, step 3. All right, now that's up to you. My friends, get wisdom, get understanding, get discretion. Let's do this. Take good care, my friends. See you tomorrow.